Welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny, and today's episode I'm very excited for because it's not serious, it's not about me, and it's not about you. Unless you're a fucking celebrity watching right now, in which case, hello, I'm about to talk mad shit about you. Before we get started, yes, this is another Smoke With Me, so make sure that you have something to smoke and something to drink. I don't have my water this time. This time, I have one of those like really yummy Trader Joe's like sparkling juices. This is the strawberry one. My good sis Lee, that's my nail lady that I go to. I will have her Instagram linked in the description box if you want to check her out on Instagram. I'm obsessed. Look at how good of a job she did. We had to take my whole old set off and do a whole new one. So once again, I'm smoking Absidy's Chemdog. It's a sativa hybrid. I already packed it in my Puffco Peak Pro. Let's get into it, shall we? I'm ready to talk some shit. I have just been thinking a lot, not even just recently, but just like my whole fucking life about the concept of fame and celebrities. And recently I was talking to one of my best friends, and we always talk about just like different celebrities who are in trouble or like shit that's getting exposed. And we were like, damn, it honestly feels like when we were young, everyone aspired to be famous. Everyone aspired to one day be a celebrity. And now there's not a single celebrity who I genuinely envy, who I'm like, oh yeah, it seems like it's real fun being you. And I want to kind of talk about that. Let's dissect that. This is very much a group conversation. So feel free to go crazy in the chat, in the fucking comments. You know what I mean? Like, are celebrities bad? Is fame still aspirational? If not, maybe we need to like shift. Maybe like smaller communities and just being like a really good, kind person within your circle and community is like the new famous. I was just thinking about how like when I was younger, I thought that fame equals success. Fame equals wealth. Now you can be famous as fuck and broke as fuck. Like, fame is not the same as it was, or I guess maybe it's always been this way and I just didn't realize it because I was a fucking child. Now it seems like for most people, fame requires sacrifice, like crazy sacrifice of like your morals and your beliefs and things, like doing things you would never do. And I don't mean sell your soul as in like literally write it off and sign it to the devil type shit, but I mean just like be a sellout, sell yourself out, promote shit you would never promote, work with people you would never work with, like do shit you would not typically do or give a fuck about. Or maybe even shit you stand against. Like, think about it this way. How many celebrities do you know and love just from like growing up, whether it's movies, TV shows? I don't know how it worked back in the day, models. I don't really know what people liked back then, like before my time. You know, I'm very self-centered. I really only know about what's going on during my time. Whatever was happening though in the past, I'm sure people had idols and had people that they looked up to and like aspired to be like, or had like a major fucking crush on. Regardless, how many of these people does it come out later that they are terrible fucking people? Like, I'm talking evil. I'm not talking human error. We all make mistakes. You lied, you cheated. It was wrong, but it happened. I'm talking hidden abuse allegations, government control. That man with that entire island that all those motherfuckers went to, that's what I'm talking about. And sometimes we don't find out about this stuff until after these motherfuckers die, but we still find out. Before we go any further, let's take another hit, because y'all know I can yap and I will forget to smoke. I don't know what I thought I was doing. This year alone, I've been let down by so many different actors, singers, musicians, content creators, influencers, like literally everybody except Megan Thee Stallion. Like, I'm basically embarrassed to let anybody know whose content I consume because I'm like, well, what if they fucking disappoint me tomorrow? Because that's been happening. And like, I feel like it happens to everybody. It happens all the time. Happens every year. But this year, I'm like, it's happening every goddamn day, damn near. And I don't mean disappoint me on like a human level. I mean disappoint me on like a moral level. Like, to say, oh, I'm disappointed in a celebrity if they cheat on their partner. But from what I've gathered, all those celebrities fucking cheat. Another reason I wouldn't want to be one. But like, then if you find out, oh, well, they like are into sex trafficking. Okay, well, that's different. I'm morally fucking disappointed. Like, okay, well, I know you're gonna embarrass me at some point, so I might as well just start prepping for it now. My bitch and I were just talking about it, and we were like, I think it's cool to have like a community of your own that you really vibe with. Not just talking about like people that say, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a podcaster, lol, myself. And, this is my community that I've made for Awake and Bake. Like, even just beyond that, like the community in my neighborhood, in my city, where I live, my online community with my friends and who I interact with. What if it's better to just like really make an impact in your direct community and in the people that you actually like know or just interact with on a more frequent basis? What if you were just like really well known there as like a solid fucking part of that community? What if that was like the new fame? Not on some deep shit. Like, what if we change the structure of society? Like, obviously we should do that, but like, small doses. But just to make yourself feel better, like just to know, like, wow, I'm like a very important part of my friend group. I'm a very important part of my family. Or I'm a very important part of my community. Doing that rather than trying to appeal to the masses, because number one, you can't please everybody, so you're not gonna please everybody. So then what if you're trying to appeal to the masses and then the masses ends up being people who you don't even fucking vibe with and you have to be fake as fuck? And that's not even me being dramatic. At this point, with everything we know about what it takes to succeed in the entertainment industry or as a famous person, as a celebrity, we know it takes a certain level of selling out. If you already know that, it's like, why do it? Like, while we're on that subject, talking about how I mentioned earlier that island of He Who Shall Not Be Named, because I don't think YouTube like wants me to say his name. I don't know. I know everybody always avoids it. It's like Voldemort. Except I just said Voldemort. When you think about all the famous motherfuckers who went to that island, bitch, I don't want to be famous then if I have to hang out with you guys, you disgusting fucks. I don't want to be anywhere near you. I hate you. So I've decided the new fame is being known as that bitch or a solid individual among your community. Being known as a kind person by those around you. Having a solid best friend that when you're hanging out with them, you two feel like you are absolute comedians and the funniest people in the world and the only ones in the room. Being your child's favorite person. Having dogs that adore you. These are the things that should take the place of fame. They should be more important. They should have that weight to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Is this like some high shit or do you know what I'm saying? Say you know what I'm saying. Say it. Let's take another hit. That's all I got. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high. I'm fucking fried, so I gotta go.